Today's show is brought to you by One Football app. Hi there and welcome to Bustthenet on a show brought to you by One Football app. You're back here with me on the Ajax Diaries. Yes, a fantastic chance for us to continue our little adventures on Ajax. And I want to apologize for getting some of these names wrong. I'm going to try to pronounce them correctly. I think it's Lasse Schune. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm getting these names pronounced right. But keep those hints coming. Let me know if I get them right, or if I get them wrong again, I'll try and get them right the next time around. Okay, so quick update on Ajax. If you haven't watched the last show, I think it's episode 5, you will notice that the game crashed, right? It was an epic 4-3 match with lots of mistakes, and some people have I've come across comments that suggest that the game in itself, it's not worth playing, and we'll wait until they fix all these patches. But honestly, that game with its odd goals it's only ever happened to me once in about, I don't know, 40 games or so. I mean, if you consider the cross saves and all the other, because I've got like 7 saves in this game at the moment, so it's only the first time I've encountered it. And if I distinctly recall Liverpool playing against Arsenal, that high scoring match where Liverpool contrived to throw away that lead. They had lots of stupid errors in that game as well, which you can't. I mean, I'll never forget Simon Mignolet going up to try and save a ball with one hand. I mean, God gave him 2, but he chose to use only 1, and it wasn't even a shot from 5 meters or 10 meters away where you can have that logical explanation that your hand, maybe it's a reflex action, but the shot was coming from quite a far. I mean, quite a range. So yeah, I mean, shit happens in this game, and I'm glad in a way because sometimes mistakes happen and I can learn how to live with them. And it makes this game unpredictable because if this game was all about perfection, then I definitely wouldn't be playing it, because I don't want my teams to be perfect. And I think this is where, as I try to give it that human element, that we have errors in the game, and I still believe that there's not enough animations to suggest what I might have gone wrong. So I'll keep that going, and if you can, our results so far not too bad. We're still on winning track. We're top of the table in the Eredivisie, and haven't lost yet, along with PSV and Zola. These 3 clubs are pretty strong. PSV are just banging in the goals. Look at that goal difference, 17. So they're really humping everybody at the moment. And we've got this game against Besiktas. So I've decided, we're going to go there with a 4-1-3-2. Besiktas are a reasonably strong team. I expect them to play a 4-2-3-1 at home. So we're going to play a system that has got 2 strikers. Hopefully we can hit them on the break. And the only danger for me is going to be the flanks, because if they're playing with a 4-2-3-1, they're going to try and do a lot of damage here. Now my only concern, we have Hakim Ziyech. He's injured, so he's not going to be available. And I have to ask myself if this perhaps is the wrong move. There's a part of me in my head that's going, no, play your 4-3-3, because against a 4-2-3-1, you've got 4 defenders, you've got 3 attackers, you're going to give them a lot of grief. And you will have you'll have secured your defense. I'm not too sure. I mean, a 4-3-3 will probably keep all these guys. I mean, these guys occupied, especially this guy over here, who's a wing back on attack. Vahiva is going to be a wingback on defense to compensate. This guy looks like an attacking midfielder on attack. These two guys look like they're on support duty, so they'll definitely be dropping in to lend support. Expect Ohuzan, I think, to make runs into the box, and Nagrado more likely than ever to be a complete forward or a target man on support. Now, there is a way to still show roles and duties in the game, in case you're wondering. Yes, you can still do it. I haven't opted to, but I've explained to some members of my Discord channel how they can see the roles and duties. If you still want to try and find out how you can do that, then I would suggest going to the SI forums, because there are a few threads there on how you can get your skins to show roles and duties. Okay, so we've set everything up. I'm using my 4132 from Exeter, if you can see that. Yeah. So most of my tactics, I can move them from one team to another team. I just have to make a few instructional changes here and there. Schone to Van de Beek, back to De Jong, to Dolberg. Dolberg holds up the ball, draws a foul. This is what I want to see. I want to be able to set things up in this area here with set pieces as well. Okay, speaking of set pieces, I want to try something different on today's show. So we got our set pieces. Let me see if, it seems to suggest that we don't have any set pieces loaded. Oh, that's not good. Load routine. We'll defend corner. Right. And then I'll defend corner left. Attack corner. Yes, you definitely want to make sure that you have your set pieces all set up. So while I'll just quickly do this, and I'll be right back. Corner, Frankie de Jong. So first real highlight comes in the 12th minute. Oh my goodness. All right, all that effort for set pieces, and we get that. Okay, Fabrizio with the goal kick. Plays it up. Hang on a minute. Why is my tactic? Yes, that's odd. 4-1-3-2. It looks like a 4-3-3 at the moment. Lons. Back to Johan. Verber reads that. Plays it to Vahiva. On to Frankie de Jong. Now to Van der Beek. Back to Schune. Frankie de Jong looks for Klaus when Jan Huntelaar. Babel comes back. Oh, he just skips past one challenge and another challenge. Ice skating through the middle. Gets it to Alvaro Nagrado. Okay. We got our opposition instructions all set up. That's good. We're gonna work ball into box instead of trying to pass into space. Talisca to Negredo to Babel. Babel looks for, yes, he's gonna get this in, and it's cleared off the line by Weber. Oh, this is a dangerous football we are playing. We don't seem to be doing very much in holding Besiktas back. When the Beek inside the box, Huntelaar, useless. Uzan to Lons. Lons comes away with the ball, and he just keeps going forward and into the box. Negredo. All right, I think we're going to try and see whether we can change one of our roles. Okay, we're going to change him into a poacher. I don't think Huntelaar has what it takes to be a advanced forward at the moment. We're just getting to be a poacher. Make it so that he does simple passes. Shune, well, wide. I mean, so far our shooting isn't. It's like you want to set your rifle up, you have to zero your rifle. So you need to zero our. Oh man, but this Delight is injured. This is bad news for us, because in the defensive department we don't have defenders. Well, I'm gonna have to come back into this position with this Delight. Orihuela. Not looking good for us. One of our more influential defenders is now injured. Adriano with the ball. Negredo out wide. This is too easy for them. It's just too easy for them to work the flanks at the moment. Dolberg Just got to make sure our positioning, the players at the back have good positioning. Yeah, we're going to make a slight change to the tactic. I noticed that they're coming down this side of the pitch where Shoni is playing, and Shoni is a carry rail, playing as a carry rail, and this guy's playing as a ball winning midfielder. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change them around. I'm gonna change this role into a carry rail, and change this role into a ball winning midfielder on support. In fact, I'm going to change him into a deep line playmaker on support. And we're also going to change this role to a support duty so he can come up higher and lend some support. And this will encourage the closing down to be a lot earlier. Alright, half time. We're going to make a few changes. I'm going to push Shone here and bring on Pasa for Frankie de Jong and turn him. Okay, so this should be better. Hopefully our boys can turn things around and perform a bit more effectively in the second half. Lawns back to the fullback. Lawns getting Weaver manages to put the ball up to touch. Out wide goes on Lawns. The thing is, we're not giving their fullbacks anything to worry about. So they're able to come forward and have a run at our defense, but that's a risk I have to take at the moment. There's a part of me that says go into a 4-3-3 so you can put some pressure on their fullbacks, especially that fullback on the left flank. Weaver to Shone to Dober inside the box is so close. Our first real chance at goal. I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce this name. Lasas Shuni Uzan with the corner. It's dangerously close to being a goal, but the boys managed to clear that. Dolberg comes away with the ball. Looks for Pasa. Pasa is ahead. Wehaver with the chance to deliver across. He does. Too far away from the strikers. Here we go again. They keep coming down the left flank, and we changed it such that we have a ball-winning midfielder now on that flank. Babel, Orihuela wins that Shone to Dolberg again. I think the changes that we made are good changes because now we seem to be. Oh yes, it's a goal! The changes were brilliant. We locked them down on the left flank, and we were able to use the players on the right flank to open them up. No, that was good. Dolberg. Now we just have to make sure that we can hold on to this narrow lead. Okay, because you've got yellow cards here and here. And I don't have anybody else that can. Well, I could conceivably tell Pasa to go there onto the right flank because he's on a yellow card already. So this is going to be a bit of a strange decision by me. Pasa is not a deep line playmaker, but I need somebody on the left flank who can pick up a yellow card. Shune with a free kick, not testing the keeper. Because now instead of playing a wing back on defense, I have a wing back on support, so he tends to close down a bit earlier. Kasper Dolberg to Shone. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Huntala out wide to Orihuela. Plays it back to Pasa to Orihuela. Into the box. It's a penalty. Yes! Van der Beek has been brought down inside the box. It's a chance to take it to. And yes, this is my goalkeeper, Onana. Yes, because Clans Jan Huntala missed his penalty. I don't really care if we don't score, but we do. That's 2 out of 2 penalties that my goalkeeper has now scored. Thank you, Mr. Lucas Weatherby, for the little inspired, thought about how to use goalkeepers as pure penalty takers. Oh, look at that. Andre Onana has scored another penalty. Okay, we don't want to lose players to. We definitely do not want to lose players to cards at the moment. So what we're going to do is, I really am, my mind is on, I honestly have no clue what I'm doing. I just have to navigate just to get to this point. All right. Edit play instructions, ease off tackles. Pasa, edit play instructions, ease off tackles. Both of you, please do not pick up another card. And I hope Matisse the lid does not have a serious injury. Because I really like that youngster. Talisca Onana, scorer of the second goal. What kind of injury does he have? Potential hand injury. You can play for the next couple of matches. I don't care. I once scalded my hand and I went on to play a few games as well. So you better be able to play. Talisca out wide to no. This is too easy for them. Again, they managed to get into the box. Onana clears the danger. Pasa. What are you trying to do, my child? Yeah, but he's not a deep line playmaker by speciality. Out wide he goes to Adriano, to Hutchinson. Now the AI is trying to go down the right and then draw by players so he can unlock the left. Ooh, this is dangerous. I mean, unlock my left. Corner to be taken by Adriano. Not worth a highlight. Thank you very much for bringing a smile to my face. Oh, they have changed. Now they're going down my left. Okay, so we're going to have to change this again. Pasa. This will be the ball-winning midfielder. Where are you, Mr. Ball-winning midfielder? And you will be a deep line playmaker. And we shall swap Pasa with Van de Beek one more time. So Van de Beek goes to the other side. And yes, we shall, because there's no real difference because both the wing backs on attack. So I'm not going to change my wing backs around. This will ensure that they try and close down a bit higher. It's still a bit of a risk because I'm still vulnerable to balls over the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here and normal. Ajax leading Besiktas. Ajax turned things around with a few tweaks to the tactic. And we've been able to nullify Besiktas. Besiktas had a very good start. Ryan Babel with the throw inside the box. Hutchinson, this game is not over yet. The AI is more than capable of scoring like 2 goals in 3 minutes. In our half, there's about still 2 minutes left on the clock. They're out wide and they managed to get 3 players into the box. If they can deliver across, they can't. Lorenzo Christie manages to deal with the danger. Huntelaar tries to hit it down, but Van de Beek now to Dolberg, Huntelaar, this is a chance for them. It's a counter. Pasa looks, what a no, he's definitely finishing is not in his toolkit. Van de Beek from outside the box shoots. This is it, boys. We can celebrate a possible win over Besiktas, who will manage to beat Atletico Madrid at home. And Atletico Madrid, if I'm not mistaken, should still be leading against Bayern Munich. This is going to be interesting. How does this group finish? Besiktas going down my right. They've got both their wing backs on attack. Now, Huntelaar holds up the ball, plays it back to Christic Shune. On to Kasper Dolberg. Dolberg looks around for options, holds the ball up. Pasa to Shune. He's not going to do anything with the ball. Gives to Christic. Now to Pasa. They do well. They're holding on to the ball. They're just killing time. Pasa to Shune. Shune looks for Huntelaar inside the box. Fabrizio clears the danger. He goes down the flanks for the players to chase, but Werber comes back. Gives it to Shune. Now to Weaver. To Pasa. That's enough. That's enough. Ajax 2, Besiktas 0. You may have they predicted a win, but I needed to make a few changes or we'd have lost this match. Analysis, if you're looking at the match stats, not too bad. We did okay, I guess. We had 2 shots, 2 clear. I don't know. I don't really care about clear cut chances, but in terms of the overall stats, we did okay. I'm just looking at who was the link players, and we kind of changed things around quite a fair bit. As you can see, the key here, the key player. You know who the key player is in the passing combinations. There's no doubt. You can see the key player's name appears 3 times. There's a reason why I'm not saying the name. I'm scared of mispronouncing the name. People might get upset with me and I'll be in trouble. So we've done enough. How does it get? Atletico Madrid also knocked Bayern out. Bayern 2-1. This is a very, very good result for us. This group now in the Champions Group E, it's gonna be a very, very interesting group. Ajax top of the table, Atletico Madrid 5 points, Bayern Munich 5 points, Besiktas. This group, it's not over yet because we still have to play Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid. So both teams have, I mean, Besiktas are all but out of it, right? So Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Ajax, three clubs still in with the race. Ajax definitely with that win, we've gone top of the table, and the guy's name I keep mispronouncing. I hope it's Lasse Schune. I hope I'm right. He led the team. It was I think I think we did the right thing. We actually moved him into the middle. We moved him here, right, and then we had a ball winning midfielder, and I changed one of these roles to a deep lying playmaker on support. So we kind of did this, and we also changed this role to a wingback on support. These are the changes that we made in the game. Matisse de Ligt, well, apparently he's still okay. Was that a mystery injury? Because he was injured. That's it. Yes, he's back. So he only scalded his hand. Wow. He got injured in the game, had to be taken off. It was a red injury, but that's it. What's wrong with his hand? Bloody hell. He had scared the living daylights out of me. Well, that was I love the 4-1-3-2. But the challenge by using the 4-1-3-2 is, okay, you're gonna face teams that are able to come down your flanks. There's no denying it. And when I play a 4-1-3-2, I'm expecting that to happen. So what we need to do is decide if I can actually lock down one of my flanks, which is what I was trying to do with this ball-winning midfielder. And I had to pay attention because Verhever, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he's pretty solid in defending, and Veltman is pretty solid. So this is one of the reasons why I was very comfortable using the 4-1-3-2. We dealt with crosses into the box pretty well. Veltman, if I have to move it into the center of the box, he can deal with crosses too. De Ligt, his jumping reach is 15. Werber's jumping reach is 14. So pretty decent in the box. Our additions to the squad like Lorenzo Christie and Simeone Pasa give me certain options when I want to use this tactic. Naturally, I don't want to use this at home because it's a bit too defensive. But on the whole, the boys did okay. The boys did fine. So this becomes my Ajax 4-1-3-2 then. So 4-1-3-2 for Ajax. This is how I play my game. And they have already got their set pieces in. And as you know, Onana, well, he's done pretty well for us this season. He's already scored 2 goals in the Champions League. Man, I love it. He's already scored 2 goals for us in the Champions League. This is my goalkeeper. He's now taking penalty kicks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Ajax Diaries. We continue to do okay in the Champions League, and we look on course. I think we can say that much. We look on course for making it to the next round. Naturally, our next match is going to be against Bayern away. And then our last game, Champions, it could come down to the last game of the Champions League, where we play against Atletico Madrid at home. So hopefully when we go away to Bayern, we can lock them out with a draw. The question now I have to ask myself is whether or not this 4-1-3-2 can be used against Bayern Munich. It's going to be very, very interesting. I do have some options, and I'll have to study the game ahead of... I have to study Bayern's match before I decide how I'm going to approach them, and maybe I'll do that in the next show. I'll do a kind of a precursor. I'll show you how I analyzed and get ready for the match against Bayern Munich. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have any questions, you can always look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for their continued support of this channel. Ajax, well, they're still going strong in the Champions League. I'll catch up with you guys again soon. You guys take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.